Why am I having trouble finding my soulmate? Actually, why I'm keeping attracting the same type of person over and over and over again. Hi there, my name is Kelly, and today we are gonna tackle head-on 5 reasons you're not attracting the love of your life. And be sure to stick around to reason number 5. That is the most detrimental one, and it's usually the one that stops people in their tracks. So let's get started. Reason number 1, fear and attachment. And those two go hand in hand. And what I mean by fear is in the back of your mind. You may be afraid of being vulnerable. You may be afraid of being hurt. You might not say openly, but you may feel like, oh, I've been hurt so many times that eventually you are afraid to be hurt again and to be vulnerable in a relationship. And this, on the other hand, leads to one attachment or a clinginess to the outcome of the relationship, or how things should go. And this is a big problem because right there, you put in a blockage, you're creating a resistance for the universe to take its action. Eventually, when you act and fear, you are vibrating at a very low frequency, and the universe is matching the vibration you are emitting. And we'll go over this in another point in just a second. But in terms of attachment that goes hand in hand with this fear, think like this. If you want to catch a butterfly and then you keep trying to grab it, the more you try to grab it, the more it flies off. So pretty much that's what happens when you cling to a person or outcome. Let's say you are here, you cling to this outcome and you receive exactly the opposite, because as you cling here, there is a repulsive response, and eventually you receive the opposite of what you are looking for. So ideally, we should let go of fears and any type of attachments. What leads us to reason number 2? That is lack of clarity. And what I mean by lack of clarity is that you may be the person that want to be in a relationship. However, you are not really sure of what you want in terms of this relationship or this person. And this is not related to physical features, because a lot of times we are attracted to a certain type of person, but this is not what I mean. What I mean is that what types of values do you have that you would like to see in another person, in a partner, in a companion? What types of things you consider a deal breaker in a relationship? You may say, oh, this type of thing is non-negotiable to me. So when you are clear of what you want, you naturally start aligning your actions, your feelings, your emotions, and this, on the other hand, aligns with the flow of the universe and facilitates bringing the right person to you. And this leads us to reason number 3, that is impatience and desperation. And this is another dangerous one. It goes hand in hand with fear and attachment. And why is that? Because the way the universe works is in the state of allowance. The state of allowing things to happen, of letting go, the state of allowance, trust, and confidence. Basically, when we are impatient, it means that we're fearful and tend to get attached to the person or the outcome. Eventually, we are sending mixed signals to the universe. We're telling the universe that we don't trust it. You don't trust source, you don't trust the divine, you don't trust your guides. And this is a huge problem. And why is that? Because we may not remember, and when I say we, I mean humanity overall. We may not remember before we reincarnated on this planet in this physical body, in this present moment, we have made our soul contract. In this soul contract, we lined up a series of situations we would go through, a series of people we would meet, and a series of obstacles we would go through that would advance us in our purpose, in our mission. And part of that is really trusting in divine timing. Things will happen in the time that it's supposed to happen. When we are ready, the universe, the divine, our guardian angels and spirit guides will align the components for things to happen. And by that, I'm talking about everything, including our love life. The person that is meant to be in our lives forever, our soulmate, will come up in divine timing. So we just need to let go of an attachment and trust in divine timing. And this leads us to reason number 4. That is lack of self-love. And this is one of the biggest detrimental of all. And why is that? Because for the universe, how are you supposed to love someone if you don't even love yourself? First, in order for us to really love someone, and what I mean by love is love in its pure essence, we first needed to love ourselves. We needed to prioritize our self-love, our self-respect, our self-compassion, our own happiness, to be happy with who we are and where we are at in life. And I know for a lot of people this may sound cheesy, but actually it's not, because in reality we attract who we are and not what we want. And then I discussed this in a previous video. If you want to check it out, it's right here, and I will put a link in the description as well. But what happens is that the universe will match us with the frequency we are vibrating. In other words, if we are vibrating in a low frequency, the universe will match us with people and circumstances that align with that type of vibration. And obviously, we don't want that. So this is why it is important for us to really take time to nurture ourselves, our self-respect and self-compassion. And this leads us to reason number 5 that actually aligns with all of those, but especially with the self-love, that is limiting beliefs. And some of you may be thinking, oh my God, again, I'm just sick and tired of those limiting beliefs. Or others might be thinking, what the heck is this limiting belief anyway? Limiting beliefs are a huge detrimental for us to get in the love of our lives or our soulmates. And why is that? Because beliefs shape our reality. And what are beliefs? After all, beliefs are the thoughts we keep thinking constantly, over and over and over again. And a lot of those thoughts that we tend to think a lot, we carry with us from our childhood, from the environment where we grew up, with our family members, with our friends and other acquaintances, etc., but in society and culture. And a lot of limiting beliefs, better yet, a lot of those beliefs are positive, but a lot of those beliefs are negative. And when we keep in just ruminating negative beliefs, for instance, you and I don't really say directly, but in the back of your mind, in your subconscious, you may think, oh, I'm not worthy of love, or oh, my relationships end up in heartbreak, so my relationships are doomed, and I'm never gonna find the right person for me. This is a problem because our subconscious mind doesn't know how to differentiate between our positive thoughts and our negative thoughts. And when we keep thinking negative thoughts, this is the signal we send to the universe. And eventually the universe will match this signal. In other words, the universe ends up bringing situations and things that align with the frequency we are vibrating. And a lot of times this is unconscious. I find this a sneaky way of self-sabotaging ourselves. And I know this because I used to do this a lot. We don't even notice. And this is the danger. And what is the ideal situation? The ideal situation here is that we reprogram our minds. In other words, change our mindset. Probably you already heard of this term. And how can we do that? Through several ways. You can do this by working on positive affirmations through gratitude journal. And gratitude is a powerful tool to really change your mindset. You can do this through visualizations, meditation. And by the way, I have several videos that can help you with the process of healing and changing your mindset. You can find right down in the description below. I will leave some of those links there if you want to check out. But overall, what we need to keep in mind here is the process of finding our soulmate, the love of our lives. It's not about working hard, but to be in tune with ourselves, to love ourselves, practice self-compassion, be clear of what we want, and trust the universe, trust the divine timing to facilitate the flow of love from the universe. Because we never know, our soulmates might be a few blocks from where we live. It might be in a grocery store, in a coffee shop. It might be anywhere right close to us and we don't even realize it. So this is important to trust the universe. Remove any types of blockages and resistance to allow the flow of the universe to take its course. So this is what I have for you today, and I hope this is helpful. If so, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know the next time I have more videos like this one. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I see you next time. Take care.